Per Ghost CBS fans' Twitter and Facebook, we now have the schedule for this month. Now, there will be a gap between new episodes once again. We'll get to that in a bit. And remember, as always, these videos may contain spoilers. Of course, Therapy is the next new episode, and that's coming this Thursday. Then we're back to reruns, or to be exact, one rerun. Jay's sister will be seen again next week. The 2 weeks after that is the NCAA basketball tournament. Then at the end of the month is the episode where we learn more about Trevor, particularly about how he lost his pants. So there's another wait. I get it, the basketball games, CBS wanting to stretch out the last of the new episodes. However, what I will be keeping an eye on is the choice of episode to repeat next week. As we've seen, CBS does not choose ghost reruns at random. There always seems to be a reason why they pick certain ones. And we know that Jay's sister was a very Trevor-heavy episode. So it makes sense that they would pick it before another Trevor episode was about to air. And time will tell if there's any possible links to the new episode, or anything that might provide a hint about what we'll see. And I'm sure a rerun rewind video will be in order. On the topic, and building up to Therapy, I will add that, thinking about it, I'm surprised that D&D did not make the last set of reruns. Yes, I know, they just needed 3 weeks to fill, but D&D did introduce Nigel, who we're going to see again, and started Jay and Pete's relationship, which included basketball watching, which Pete mentioned being a fan of in the 80s. Another interesting thing about D&D, and I rewatched it myself, is that when talking about washing his hands and about the dysentery, Isaac does say that, well, to the officer who called him out, he asks if he was a doctor or a barber. So both Isaac and Hetty take advice from barbers. So that's very interesting considering what's going to happen this Thursday. And I will, of course, be with you shortly after that day, after the new episode, with my thoughts and opinions and ideas. So I will see you then. And in the meantime, NCAA, since you're going to be cutting into our ghost watching for a couple of weeks, could you please at least find some kind of on-screen role for Sheila Carrasco, a.k.a. Flower? She could be a color commentator, guest interviewer. She could just appear in some form. Because we all know that Flower is a big fan of the hoops. So, that's all for now. Until next time,